Hi there, I'm Teacher Jim. In my video today, I'm going to be talking to you about the schwa, okay? Now, in English, the schwa is the most common vowel sound, and it can be represented by all the vowels A, E, I, O, U, the letter Y, and plus a few others. So it's a fairly complicated topic, but it's an important one to know for teachers and parents because, when we teach kids to read, we're dealing with vowels and we deal with short vowels, long vowels. For example, where the short A makes the A sound or the long A makes the A sound, or where the short E makes the E sound and the long E makes the E sound. But a lot of times when you're teaching kids to read and you run across these vowels, but it makes neither the short or the long vowel sound, and you're wondering why is that? A lot of times it might just make a very neutral sound, or it's completely skipped over. So, and you're wondering why is that? But once you learn about the schwa and how it works and how it functions in English, you can understand why certain vowels make the sounds that they do in a lot of words. Now, when we're talking about the schwa, we're talking about stressed and unstressed vowel positions, okay? So when you think of a word, you have to figure out where the stress is in the word. And once you figure out where the stress is in the word, everything else is unstressed, okay? And each word usually has one stress position. It's only in the really long words where you might have two stress positions. And the second stress position is always going to be a lot lighter, okay? So let me give you some examples. Now let's look at the two words Canada and banana. Okay, well, obviously we know how those words sound because, for native English speakers, it's not an issue. We know what Canada is, we know what banana is, and we know how the sound goes. Listen carefully. Canada, Canada. Where do you hear the stress? And where do you not hear the stress? I'll do it slowly. Canada, Canada, Canada. Where do you hear it? So the first A here is the stress, and the following two are the schwa positions. So if you look at my board here, I've written 3 columns of words, okay? So the first column is just the words itself. The second column, I highlighted in the red upside down E symbols, which is the schwa symbol, okay? And that's where the schwa sound is. So in Canada, we have Canada, right? Canada. We have the stress position here, and the second and the third A vowels, they're unstressed. So Canada, Canada. Now, if you try to speak it, for a non-native speaker that may not know what Canada is, they might be tempted to sound out Canada as Canada, where you have stress on every single syllable. So we have Canada. That just sounds weird, right? So you have to know where the stress is and where the unstressed position is. So we have Canada. Now let's look at banana. Where do you think the stressed and the unstressed positions are in banana? Listen carefully. Banana, banana, banana. Where do you think the stress is? Banana. So the stress position is the second A here, and the schwa positions are the first and the third A's, okay? So we have it marked here again. We have stress here, and the unstressed vowel positions are, of course, the schwa. Banana, Canada, banana. Okay, so let's work down this list and let's have a look at some of these words. The first word we have is what. What. Okay, a lot of people are going to think, okay, what is a sight word because you can't sound it out. Well, actually you could because the A is what's called a schwa. What. Okay, next word. Camera. Where do you think the stress is? I haven't marked it on here. It's here. Don't look at it. That's cheating. Okay, so camera. Where do you think it is? Camera, camera, okay? So this first A is a stressed vowel position, whereas the E and the last A are the schwa positions. Camera. And just a note here, this E here, okay, it is so reduced that you almost don't hear it at all. So if we wrote camera without the E, just spell it as C-A-M-R-A, it will still sound like camera. Camera. Okay? And the last A is a voiced schwa position, but it's a very reduced, and it sounds like camera. Okay, let's get on to elephant. Elephant. Where do you hear the stressed vowel position? Elephant. Elephant. Okay, so we have elephant. The first vowel E is the stressed vowel position, whereas the second E and the third A, they're the schwa position, as we can see right here. Schwa, and the first E is the stressed vowel position. Now before we get to husband, let's look at the word band, okay? In the word band, the A is a short A, so it makes the A sound we have. So we have band, okay? But in husband, it sounds like husband. It does not sound like husband, right? Because in husband, it's husband. The first U is a stressed position, whereas the second A is the unstressed schwa position. So that's why we have husband. And if you sound it out as husband, that just sounds weird. It's not right. So you have to pay attention to where it's stressed and where it's unstressed. Now let's look at celebrate. Okay, where do you think the stress position is? Listen carefully. Celebrate. 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 Okay? So again, the first E is the stressed vowel position, and the next two are the second E is the reduced schwa position. So we have celebrate. Celebrate. Now let's move on to modem. In modem, which vowel do you think is the stress position? Let's try the first one. How about we have modem? That sounds about right. What if we tried this as the unstressed and try the E with as stressed? So we have modem. Well, that just sounds weird, right? So a lot of times, for native English speakers, you can figure it out by just knowing where the stress is and just test it out. If you're not sure, just test it out. So we have modem. Modem. Okay? Next one, second. We have second. Second. So the first vowel E is the stressed vowel. Second. And the second O is unstressed. Next one, person. 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 Again, the first E is stressed. The second vowel is unstressed, and it's a schwa, okay? So you can see that right here. Okay, moving on to the next word. So for this word, syringe, okay, we have syringe. This is where the letter Y is a schwa sound, where we have syringe. Syringe. So this is a reduced vowel, it's a schwa, and the I here is a stressed position. So we have syringe, syringe. Okay, moving on to the next word, we have captain, captain. Where do you hear the stress and where do you hear the schwa? Listen carefully. Captain, captain, captain. So again, here we have the A is the stressed vowel position, okay? And the AI here is a schwa position. So, like up here we said there's other letter combinations that can make the schwa, and that's what the AI here is. This AI here, it's this unstressed vowel position. So we have captain, 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 okay? Finally, in the last word, we have confuse, confuse. Where do you think the schwa and where do you think the stressed vowel position is? Confuse. Confuse, confuse, okay? So in this word, we have schwa right here, and the U is stressed. Confuse, okay? So I hope after working through these words with you that you have a better idea and concept of what is a stressed vowel position in English and what is an unstressed vowel position. And a lot of times you'll find that a lot of the unstressed vowel positions are just completely skipped over, in words like, let's say, maybe captain. This could be spelled as captain, if you get rid of the AI, you could sound this out as captain, captain. The AI is like almost completely skipped over, okay? And that's what schwa is for. It's for reduced and greatly reduced vowel position in English. Okay, so hopefully you found this video helpful, and we'll see you maybe next time.